Hello, welcome to the Friday Night BS show. And it's just me and my hostess with the moistest, Deana, is joining us tonight. No, Kevin, he's traveling. He's traveling. And poor Brucey.
Yes.
Oh, poor Brucey. Oh, Brucey had knee surgery and he's still not up to par. And I think we voted right, Deana. We don't want we do want a Bruce on some sort of medication to see what if he's a little different. Can you hear me, Deana?
Oh, yes, I would love that.
Yes, we need to see Bruce a little
Yeah, I
drunk.
can hear you. Can you hear
No,
me?
I can hear you beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. What
A
is on?
little,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Is there a delay?
a little hung ups on the Percocets.
Yeah,
That'd be
that
fun.
would be great. Effed up Bruce.
Is
That
there
would
a
be.
delay?
Yeah. What is on the agenda tonight? Weird news tonight, Gina. Surgeon and father of 3 performs a vasectomy on himself as a gift for his wife. I'm really brave, he says. Oh, that's going to be good to talk about that. Main topic tonight: how important is sex in a relationship? We're going to get into that. We may give our personal opinions on this one too. Topics tonight: products declining because millennials won't buy them. You millennials, you just terrible. You're putting companies out of business, Deana. Get a landline, Deana. Get a landline. Get with 2025. Get one. No, I'm kidding.
Nobody uses a landline anymore.
You gotta get one. 11 jobs with the highest divorce rates. That is very interesting. Very interesting. The ones I thought were going to be on there were on there. The typical ones that are, things Gen X and X millennials. Deana wrote it. Deana wrote this. Did kids that get
Xennials.
it threw me off? I was looking for the M there. You know what I mean? So this is like borderline millennials. These are the X millennials. How would you even say that word without the M there?
Xennials. It's
Oh,
the Xennials. So
okay.
we're the Gen X millennials. Like, because I was born in 81. The cutoff's
Yeah,
in 80. So I'm like, definitely not a millennial. I
yeah.
relate to Gen X, but there's some subtle differences.
Okay, and that's CPS called on them these days. So I'm kind of interested to see uh, things that I did. I tried I'm going to call CPS on my mom when we first moved here to California. And my buddy next door, Mr. Troy Dupani, my best friend, told me one day, he says, "You know what? Your mom can't hit you here." I was like, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, if she hits you, tell her you're going to call CPS, you're going to call the police." I said, "Okay, I tried it." And my mom I did something. I don't know what I did. And my mom was going to whoop my ass. And I said, "You can't touch me." I said, "Because if you hit me, I'm going to call the police." And her response was, "Good, call them. You'll be dead before they get here." And I was like, "Okay, that's not going to work, Troy." That's
Spoken
not.
like a true Sicilian mom.
Hell yeah. She let me know that is not going to fly with her. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's not gonna work, buddy. Let me get the first story popped up. Let me say hello to everybody and Mr. Frank and Gary's somebody new on Instagram. So we'll get into the hellos on Instagram. We're gonna try to figure out how to get to see you can see who's on Instagram because you can't see who's on Instagram. So we'll get that figured out
I
one of
know.
these days. One of these days, Deana, we'll get it figured out.
Hmm.
Let me pull up the
Hmm.
surgeon. Sure. Where is that one? Let's
Like a
see here.
surgeon.
Oh, touched for the very first time. Where did that? I was touched for the very first time. Joking. Is sex once a week? No, that's not what we're getting. We're gonna get into that one, but let me. Where is that one? Ella. I think I lost the surgeon one. I thought I saved it. I thought I did save it. Hold on here. Let me open this. Deana, how's your week going, Deana? Let us know how your week's going, Deana.
Oh my goodness. I'm running out of wine waiting for you on this. It was all right. It was a decent week.
It was a decent
It's
week.
Friday. That's what we're here to celebrate.
That's right.
Woohoo!
We're here to celebrate the Friday and the Friday Night BS show. And hold on, let me copy this and put this in a new tab, and then open this right here, and then click over there, and then find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it because I'm sure that's a big article. There he is. That's where it is. Let's get right into it. Surgeon and father of 3 performs a vasectomy on himself as a gift for his wife. How do you pull that off? Hey, hon, guess what? I'm going to get a vasectomy for you. I'm going to do it by myself. What you as a wife, what are you going to say to this guy?
I mean, he's a surgeon, so I'm going to hope that he knows what the heck he's doing. I'm also, for my own self, going to hope he put a bow around it.
Well, he won't be able to use it for several weeks, being that I am one of those guys that got a vasectomy. It's pretty useless for a couple of weeks, and then even then you're kind of you're a little sketchy. You're like, can I get a hard on? Can I not get a hard on? I'm like, you're kind of worried, you know. It's just you don't know, even though you know that the stitch. Exactly. You know that they're dissolving stitches, so you don't have to worry about that part. You don't have to go back. But then you're kind of in that limbo. You're not sure. Can I get a hard on? Can I not get a hard on? Is it going to fucking hurt like hell? Because I can tell you, it's not pleasant. I went through at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 bags of frozen peas during that whole process. Well, at least I hope he oh god, that of course this is in China. Okay, yeah, you save a hey, I guess he doesn't have to pay a copay, right? He did it himself.
Probably not. I mean, he's a surgeon. I would imagine he's probably well equipped to do this himself. However, what the fuck drugs is he using?
I just, here he is. Here he is. No penis in the picture, Deana. Relax.
Thank God. No,
well, he is.
You.
Well, he is Asian, so it's probably a shiitake mushroom. Sorry, Art out there. I just upset everyone in the Asian community. Deana, it's your fault. I'm blaming you, Deana.
Shiitake?
It's a shiitake. Johnny boy, I see you, Art. I had to throw Art only because I saw you in the chat. I had to go with that my Asian joke there. We don't want to see this. Let's close that right there. Yeah, that was him performing surgery. We'll get right into this here. Just in case you thought stitching yourself up was hard, plastic surgeon. See, he's a plastic surgeon. So, I don't think he's done a lot of vasectomies as a plastic surgeon. What are your guess?
I'm assuming if you got to the surgeon status that you know at least enough about anatomy to not fuck that up.
I mean, if you do fuck it up, it's your own fault. Does he malpractice suit himself?
You can't.
Yes, in Taiwan.
Wouldn't you want to call in wouldn't you phone a friend if that was you?
I would phone a friend. I would phone a surgeon that is specialized in this sort of field. I know probably the skill set of a plastic surgeon is probably, I hope to God, it's a little better than say your average surgeon, right? I mean, he's doing plastic surgery, he's fixing people's faces and burns and all that other stuff, but that your package is your package. I mean, maybe he doesn't want any more kids. If he fucks it up, it's no big deal, right? So I guess, I mean, I don't know. It was done in Taiwan. It made men in the world wince after giving himself a vasectomy on camera. See, he did it on Instagram.
On camera.
And you're ready, Deana.
This guy did it for likes.
He did it for likes, all right. wee. You want to see my wee. And now I went French. What the hell, John? He got a $4 million views while he was doing his snip and tuck. I guess just snip and tuck, whatever you want to call it. I guess 4 million. It doesn't,
Then I guess they worked.
Yeah, we pour some wine on it. No, I'd say that for me, it's like, is this where is this where we're going? I mean, as far as getting likes, I mean, I don't know if this was something he planned on doing. Like, he's like, fuck it, this is kind of cool. I'm going to do this on myself. Maybe I should, he's got to get in some sort of trouble for this. You would assume. I don't know how stringent the medical field is in Taiwan, but he just did live fucking vasectomy on Instagram as a doctor. It makes me wonder.
I mean, well, if he did it in the comfort of his own home and he made no profit off of it, except for whatever, if Instagram even will let you monetize that. I don't know what the bylaws are on that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he didn't show his unit, so I'm sure he's okay with. He didn't
was
show
it
his.
just like a reaction video? Like, here's my face while I'm doing this, and you don't get to see what's going on down there. But
Well, there you go. That's the other problem I have with this. It's like, he's looking in the camera. You should be focusing on his ball sack at that time, not looking at the camera. What is he doing? Responding to people's comments in the chat, dude, while he's doing this. Oh yeah, it's very easy. I think this is Caesar's. No, I don't know what accent that was.
Why is he Italian? What happened?
He's Italian. I gotta hit all the accents today. I mean, it's gonna be French,
Except for
Italian.
the right one.
I'm gonna enjoy coming to the right one. Yes, Dr. Chin. Dr. Chin. Dr. Chin is his name. Yes, he said it was a strange feeling to touch the structure of my own urethra.
I can imagine.
Declaring the chop doctor in all AI translation captions of the nail biting clip, which he uploaded to the platform for educational purposes only. For educational purposes only.
Sure.
Hey, Tracy and Luke. Hey, Luke, would you perform a vasectomy if you were a doctor? Hypothetical. If you were a doctor, Luke, would you perform a vasectomy on yourself? I'm kind of curious how many guys. I'm gonna go no. I'm not performing no vasectomy on myself. I went through the process. There's no way. The father of 3 had decided to get snipped as a gift to his wife. What a nice gift. Does this mean he doesn't have to get her a Christmas present? Deana.
If this was a Valentine's Day present, then no, it means he still has to get her a Christmas present.
Oh God! See, you guys are so bad. I mean, look what he did. He did this for her.
To himself. He did this to himself.
No. How if he puts like he said it before the show started? How if he puts a bow on it after he's done? Does that still count as? Is that make it any more special?
I need context. Did she want this? Did she want to not have more children, or was this a surprise? We're done.
Oh no, that'd be. That's a good question. I mean, well, you can. I'm just kind of throwing out a hypothetical here, but how mad would you be if your husband went and got a vasectomy without discussing it with you?
I mean, I'm done having children. So
No.
if that happened, I'd be
saying,
okay with it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it was out of the blue and we hadn't had a discussion, or I'd be maybe a little upset.
Okay. We have a special request from Luke. Can the sexy librarian sing me happy birthday? Ready, Deana? I'll cue you off. Ready? 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr.
Luke. Ooh,
Happy birthday to you.
oh, bueno. Nice. So
Salud.
you channeled your inner Marilyn Monroe there at the end. I saw you. I saw you channel that. Luke, there you go, Luke. You got a happy birthday from the hostess with the moistest. Yeah. So I mean, how you'd be upset. He didn't discuss it with you.
Yeah, if we were still in like a situation, if I was in a situation, I'm trying to empathize with somebody where it was not discussed and we were still in like prime baby making mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be a little upset.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I know it's you're a married couple. I was ready to throw in one of the one of the slogans that we got my ass kicked. My body, my right. I don't know. I don't know if I want to touch that one right now, but I could see a guy saying that though. My balls, my rights.
I mean, you brought it up, so
Yes, she does. But she doesn't sing very often on the show. So when she does sing, I'm impressed. And maybe she's going to sing tonight. I think she's going to sing some songs for us tonight.
I'm actually waiting for more people to reply. I put
Yeah,
a thing up on my Facebook. If you would like to vote for a song,
yeah,
I put a thing on my Facebook. Go ahead and place a comment.
yeah. I'll vote. I voted for everyone. The fertile fellow opted for a vasectomy, a form of male. We know what is a form of male birth control in which the surgeon cuts the seals and tubes that carry sperm. Wow, this is why this is an educational program that you should watch on Friday night. You're getting medical expertise here tonight. You got a rendition of Happy Birthday done by Deana channeling her Marilyn Monroe, and you just found out how the tubes are cut and sealed to stop sperm from traveling through them. So this is an educational show. Mr. Paul, LabWorks, if you're out there, you want to join us, just let me know. Text me. Do something. Wait, don't text me because you're out.
Paul! I'll just message him on
Oh,
Insta.
yes.
Paul, he's my buddy. We're
Now,
besties, don't you know?
they're just flowing in now. You do La Bamba. Maybe
Do it. John, I've been thinking about this one for a while. You said you wanted to learn how to play guitar. I will teach you. Let's do songs.
We could do something. But everybody, did you hear her throw out that Wisconsin accent there for a second too? I heard it.
Fine.
Yeah. You said, and I forgot what word you used that made it sound like it, but yes, you did. You channeled your inner Wisconsinite. Yeah, I don't know, man. You got to have. Yeah, that's something you got to sit down and discuss with your wife. I don't think a guy he can make that decision. I mean, what is she going to do, right? I mean, it still works. It still works, Deana. It still gets hard, Deana. Is that enough for you? Damn it, woman! Isn't it that enough?
Yeah, no. If it still works, that's what's most important. But you kind of made a decision without talking to your partner.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think I could do that. I mean, and what do you do? I'm going to be home tonight. I got an appointment to get a vasectomy, dude. Oh man. I got to change the font because it's cartoon and I cannot read that from a distance. So I got to change that. Font. We talked about how he cuts and seals the tubes that carry sperm, thereby preventing
cauterizing. That's called cauterizing.
Yes, they did not write cauterizing though, or I would have said.
But isn't that what they do? Isn't that how?
Yes, that's what they do. Yes, I had mine done with a laser. People, yes, I had a laser. No knife. It was a laser, and I will share my my vasectomy story with you guys if you guys don't mind. I decided to get one because it was easier for me to have one done instead of my wife because it would, that's like for a woman to get to have that sort of surgery done, they have to stay in the hospital for like 2 days sometimes, so maybe even longer, depending. So I decided to do it. Went to the office there. You have to sign all these papers. You have to see a counselor. You have to make sure that's something you want to do. Am I getting the handshake for my vasectomy or what? Yeah, Johnny got snipped, baby. Johnny got snipped. Woo! Yeah, and
I don't know how to make it stop. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to take that one button where it says it'll replay it.
Okay.
Single ladies on that.
Oh, the single ladies.
Oh, wow, really? So I'm ready for the show, baby. I'm ready for the show. Oh yeah, no. When I went there and I got it done, and I laid there on you lay on a slab of metal because it's a laser, so you have to be grounded. So they take that stuff that they put on your belly, or when they do the ultrasound.
When they do an ultrasound.
Yeah, they sprinkle all that on your ass, and then on that metal seat, and you got to sit on that shit. So your ass is kind of like sliding on there, and then
he came in.
Yeah, I was like, "Woo, baby!" And then 3 nurses came in. And they wanted to see it first before they destroyed it, and then they gave me the shot. And he goes, "I'll be back in 10 minutes. Let that sink in, the pain shot." And he comes back in. He's like 10 minutes later, comes back in. So he's like, "Okay, let's get this started." And pulls this laser thing out and hits it just once, and I felt it. And I was like, "Whoa, hey, time out, buddy." I go, "I felt that." He goes, "Oh, you felt that?" I was like, "Yeah, I felt that, bro." It's like, "That hurt, motherfucker. I think you need to wait a little longer and give me another shot, man, because that hurt." So he gave me another shot, and I waited another 10, 15 minutes. It was pretty good. Vasectomies has a low risk of problems. Bullshit. Yeah, it's a low risk of problems if you're having someone else do it and you're not doing it yourself. I mean, and looking into the camera and answering questions on the fucking chat, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. What kind of fucking... That guy should have his license taken away, Deana. That's all I'm saying.
He did it to himself. His license isn't getting taken away because he's not suing anybody.
He should sue himself for being an idiot.
That's yeah. Don't do that. That's the dumbest thing ever. That will make him extra stupid. Stupider than doing your own vasectomy.
I don't know. We're gonna get into that part. I don't know. I don't know if she agreed to this. I mean, all right, Deana, you're my wife. Hey, hon, I want to get a vasectomy. You say, "Okay, yeah, we have enough kids. We don't need any more kids, right? Just be my wife just for these purposes."
Yes.
Okay. Hey, hon, well, you know what? I think I'm going to do it myself. Your response?
How do I make my face look like Homer backing into a bush?
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's the dumbest idea I've ever heard, but as the wife, I'm going to be supportive and shut the fuck up on this one.
Hey, well, we're going to show you how it's done too, guys. Look at this. We have slideshow.
Oh, Lord. Did he monetize on that slideshow? And is there some sort of agreement that he signed if it did not work and it does not work afterwards when he fucked it up? Does she get to now cheat on him because he doesn't have a working penis?
That's the chances that you're taking. I mean, you're doing it yourself. If you fuck up, then what? Now all of a sudden you can't get one. You can't have children. You can't get a hard on no more. So what goal? You see, that's the yellow. That's how big the sperm is, actually, guys. This big.
And it's not.
It's that big, and there's like 2 million of them just trying to fight through this little hole. And it's a challenge, dude. It's a challenge. And the bigger sperm makes it through. That's usually what happens. Sperm. Yeah, it's like a bully system, So the biggest sperm that pushes all the other sperm out of the way, that's the one that's gonna knock her up. So just remember that. I mean, science. It's science, baby. Science. So he did this all on his own. I was kind of shocked. It doesn't make any sense to me. That and that's the thing we were talking about. I mean, this is where we're at today as a society, and with social media, it's just like, what can I do that's crazy enough to get me likes? It just doesn't that isn't that the sense you're getting now, Deana? It's just like, what can I do crazy enough? It's like that's where we're at now.
I don't know. I think this guy was like, if this fucks up, then how do I pay for my wife's gigolo?
Yeah, I mean, but it's just it we. I
I
mean,
uh,
I mean,
why? Why?
hopefully this doesn't set some sort of trend where some other doctor just goes, well, fuck it, he did it, I can do this to myself, and I'm gonna save myself. You imagine someone like cutting their stomach out to a hernia. I got a hernia, I'm a doctor, fuck it, I'll do it myself. And record it and put it on YouTube. Hey, this is me giving myself, taking out my hernia. Or you ready? The doctor that decides that he's going to give himself a test in his bunghole for prostate. It's going there, Deana. It's going. Hey, I'll just check myself. Yeah, I feel a couple polyps in there. The hell?
If you have the audacity and the stupidity to do that to yourself, everything that happens to you, you deserve it.
Yeah, it's
You
nuts.
do it to you.
What, Luke? You didn't like the picture of the big yellow sperm? That's how big they are, Luke. You don't get to see them, but that's how big they are. You don't get to see that big one. You get those little ones, that come out of there. The big one, he finds his way out. Yeah, that's what he is. Johnson milking the prostrate. I mean, that's next. I mean, that's where we're at. While the procedure looked extraordinary, the surgeon only visibly displayed discomfort once. I wonder why, Deana. Maybe he didn't give himself enough pain medicine.
Only once.
Only, you got, it's like, that first initial cut, it's got to be like scary. You know what I mean? Because you're you're cutting your ball sack, just above you.
You're incising your manhood.
Yeah. While the vasectomy technically lasts about 10 to 30 minutes per Mayo
10 to
Clinic.
30?
Yeah.
Is the cable guy performing your vasectomy?
I don't know.
30?
If I'm in there 30 minutes, I'm worried, dude. I think something went wrong, completely wrong. I'm there 30 minutes.
Am I bleeding out? Mommy. Mommy.
Why is the doctor holding my penis in his hand? What's going on here? No, I said vasectomy. I didn't say cut it off. Jesus Christ.
Yes, just go to the Midwest when the temperatures are negative 30.
Ooh,
your balls
God.
are always on ice when you live here.
Yeah. I'm looking through this article to see if the wife's reaction. I don't see
it was probably something like that.
Despite some initial pain and discomfort the night after the surgery, Dr. Chin has said he felt fine the following morning. Yeah, he felt fine. I can tell you right now, he did not feel fine, because that's bullshit. I was told when I got out of there, I was told I got 30 minutes to get home before I start feeling a lot of pain, and to make sure I had bags of peas ready to go. And I drove home. My dad took me home, and I was about 5 minutes from the house. And I told my dad ahead of time, I said, watch out for that pothole on Tully. And my dad purposely hit that pothole so I could feel extreme pain from my balls all the way up to my fucking neck and my head. And I was like, I looked over at him. I was like, you're a son of a bitch, man. You are a son of a bitch. I got home and I got on the couch and I put that bag on my sack there. And I got stupid. I said, I got to see this. I got to see what's going on down there. Why am I having so much pain? And they were as big as a softball, as big as a softball. So the irritation is very painful, people. Anyone that's going to have this done, it's worth it. It is worth it. If you don't want to have any more children, it is safer and easier to do it for the man than it is for the woman. It's a major procedure for women, guys. So if you, yeah, it's major. It's a major procedure. So it's, they usually have to spend at least 2 days in the hospital. So it's pretty easy. What I think this guy's missing out on, though, Deana, is I think he should sell some sort of DIY kit to do this at home yourself. He's missing out on an opportunity here.
I'm saying we should capitalize on that opportunity. And I was thinking about this the whole time you were talking, so I only retained some of it. Those little Orbeez?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
instead of frozen peas, we could sell branded Orbeez with your face on them.
I don't want my face on them.
Because
Your face.
not my face.
I don't want my face on those damn balls.
In that kit. So you could ice your balls with those cute little things. And then instead of buying frozen peas, you just put your bag back in the freezer.
Yeah, but you can always
and it's got John's cute little face.
Hey. Oh, no, I think I'd rather sell the DIY kit. It's your DIY.
Yeah, but it needs an ice pack. That's all.
Yeah, it'll come in the kit. It'll come with the DIY kit. It'll come in there. It'll be a little surgical knife in there, some anodine, and what is that? Anodize or
iodine?
Iodine. There he goes. I almost got it out there. Iodine. A little instructional
suture kit. A little. Yeah. Step-by-step, like IKEA instructions.
Yeah. And then like
a little man with his face looks so happy while he's sewing his nuts together.
Yeah. And a little attachment for your iPhone so you can zoom in so you can see what you're doing and post it at the same time. So yeah, I mean that 2 days ago.
So you can post your review video. You gotta be able to post your reviews.
Yeah, YouTube will have to keep fucking taking the video down. Everyone will just keep posting their DIY vasectomy videos. Oh, well, he's alive. He made it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything. It doesn't say anything about his wife. I don't know if his wife was happy with his experiment there, and it doesn't say how much money. I'm sure he made some money.
I hope he made some money so that if his wife left him, his penis has some sort of.
Yeah, but he's not.
He's a plastic surgeon. He could probably just stick like a popsicle stick up in there and be like, it works all the time.
Yeah, he could probably, a little pump, and he's good to go. Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, good luck to him. I'm glad that he's, when we don't know, we'll figure it. I will email the editor of that article to get back in touch with him and ask him if it's still working, because that's important. It's if he did it himself, good for him. But does it still work? Intriguing minds want to know. Deana wants to know if it still works.
That's the most important part. Does it still work?
Does it still work, man?
You can make people, but can you still make whoopee?
Yeah, that's it. That's the important part of it. Now we're gonna shit on millennials. Now, guys, we're gonna shit on millennials. Millennials are killing the economy, baby. Millennials are killing the economy, and these things. Let me switch this here. Where are we? Friday Night BS show. There we go. Oh, I have so much stuff in there. I got to clean that up. All right.
That's what she said.
We're going to shit on millennials. And just because they won't buy these things anymore, they're killing the economy. They're killing the small businesses. And these things are they need to start buying these things. And millennials have little patience for anything that feels impractical or out of touch. Is that true, Deana? Does that fit your...
yes, maybe.
Yeah. By rejecting these traditional products and habits, They are carving a path that value convenience, individuality, ethics, and stability. So we're going to look into these. Are you ready for the first one? First one I'm not surprised about. The hatred from millennials with landlines. What is your hate? What do you hate about the landline? What is it? Is it the calls?
It's a waste of time. You know, a landline is not any better than a cell phone these days. It just goes to the satellite like your cable. It's internet.
Kinda. Depends
No,
on who's
yes, not kind of. Yes.
you blame them. You blame them though. But if there's an
Oh,
emergency,
can't hold a job? Excuse me?
excuse me. Get him, Deana. Get him.
But
That was Deana's response. That was Deana's
yes,
response to you, Luke.
I sang you happy birthday and I got shit
Yeah,
on.
sexy happy birthday. I hope you recorded that and saved it. I'm going to use that as the bumper to this video.
Last
Uh,
nice thing I do for you.
all right, I am somewhat with you on the landline. I get it. I had to shut mine off because I wasn't even getting phone calls from family or friends or work. I was just getting all these, hey, your Windows 98 is not working. I go, well, if I still have Windows 98, I'm in fucking trouble, bud. Okay, so you get with the times. It's Windows 10, Windows 11. If you're calling me to tell me my Windows 98 is having an issue, I'm already got an issue because I still have Windows 98. That's all I'm saying.
Right? It doesn't work anymore. It's discontinued. It's been obsoleted.
I get that part, but then I like that sense of like I've been there, like where the cell phone doesn't work for some reason, cell service is down, and then I'm like, I got all of a sudden I have to make a phone call, and like now I'm like, where do I go? You know, how do I make a phone call? I have no internet in the house, the phone's not working, so how do you make a phone? How do you make an emergency phone? You don't, and I think that sense of it not having that and that I know, and again, it's not going to happen all the time, right, Deana? It's not like
Right,
all those things are going to
exactly.
happen. Yeah, but what else? Why do you hate the landline? What else is there a reason for your hatred
There's
for the landline?
it's one more place to get spam at. I don't know if anybody else has Spectrum. Comcast and Spectrum are not the same. I think Comcast is owned by Time Warner. There's like a
Yeah,
whole buyout situation.
yeah,
Anywho, there's my stupid internet plan makes it impossible not to have a landline.
right.
So now I get phone calls to my television while
Yeah,
I'm watching TVs to a
yeah.
number I don't even know what it is.
They're selling you something. They're going to sell you something.
Exactly. To sell me something I don't probably want. I'm sure they have my cell phone number.
Yeah, they know what you want because they got their information from Google on your searches. I'm just kidding.
You're probably not wrong. That's
Yeah,
probably not even close. That's not far fetched at all.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it kind of the phone, is it a necessary item in the home anymore? Probably not so much. I mean, I think everyone in like if you have a family of 5 and they're all teenagers, I'm guarantee you each one of those kids got a cell phone. Mom and dad's got a cell phone. Dad's probably, or mom as well, might have 2 of them, one for work and one for their personal. So there's a good chance there's at least 7 phones in that house. If there's an emergency, somebody can be called. So I'll let you go on that one. I'll let the millennials slide on the landline one. Phones are for, and he stopped.
Yeah.
Landlines I don't need, but they should have kept. Payphones, yes, I agree with you. Around for emergency reasons. I agree with you. Deana, are you good with that?
We still have a few payphones in Kenosha.
Yeah,
I completely agree with that. There are still a few around.
yeah. I think there should still be around. It did Mr. Chicken on Paul, so I don't know if Paul DM'd me. Oh, send me a link. So hold on, let me send Mr. Paul the link. all the way from Australia. And I have an Australia story again. Gina, this is the thing with Australia. They always have to beat everybody when it comes to poisonous things.
They win on the poisonous things.
Right.
Win.
They just discovered a new spider that's even more poisonous than the other spider. And I'm like, fuck you people. I'm never going to Australia ever again. It's just like, oh yeah, we found another spider. This spider is now considered the most deadliest. It's bigger than all the other spiders. And I'm like, I'm reading this article going, I'm never going to Australia. I'm never going to Australia. That's all I'm saying. I'm never going there.
Are you afraid of this spider?
Yeah.
Or maybe this spider.
But Luke, I think we did that one time. Let me do this real quick because I think they're on top. Which country consumes the most beer?
Wisconsin.
China, Wisconsin.
What?
Wisconsin is a
Fuck
whole.
the rest of the country. It's Wisconsin.
It's basically that perimeter around Dee's house. It's a 10-mile perimeter.
Everywhere I've lived in this town, we're on I think Kenosha is on the like world's global something record for having the most bars per capita. I can walk the same distance in every direction. And I'm not just talking north, south, east, west. I'm including southeast, southwest, in any direction, and I can hit a bar.
Yeah. China, U.S., the Czech Republic comes in number 3. Austria, Mr. Fit, there he is. Mr. Paulie. Hey, Paul.
Go fuck a wombat.
Hey, you didn't make the list. Australia does not consume that much beer, which I'm kind of shocked. You didn't even make the top 10 list on beer consumption.
Only because our taxes are so high these days.
That's probably it. It's like $20 for a beer. All right, number 2. Are you ready? We are talking about products that millennials refuse to buy, Paul, and ruining the economy. You know how much harder Trump is going to have to work to get the economy back because the millennials aren't buying these products. Number 2, Deana. Why do millennials hate cable TV?
Why would you pay for that?
I need more.
My internet subscription says I have to pay for a certain amount of cable channels. Why? It's part of the package. I don't use it. Yes, but it's part of the package.
Would you buy cable if it was a la carte where you got to pick what channels you wanted and you paid that much for those channels?
Even then, probably not, because you could stream everything that you want live when you want to watch it without the commercials on any
but
channel.
You get that buffing wheel and all that other nonsense. It just got to drive you nuts.
I don't miss that. I remember those days. I remember in your Nintendo cartridge. I don't miss that.
Luke's just milking his birthday and Paul singing happy birthday with an Australian accent.
No, as we say here in Australia, read between the lines.
I do not have cable anymore. I got rid of cable. I stream everything. I stream the Peacock channel. I stream I got every ESPN. Everything is all streamed. But I don't have. But there are times where I wish I had cable because I didn't have to watch like the buffing or be 3 or 4 or 5, sometimes 6, 8, sometimes 10 seconds behind on a football play because my buddy will text me touchdown. And I'm like, well, what do you mean touchdown? It's still 3rd and 4 on the 10-yard line. I don't like that. That's why I do like having cable TV because it's live. It's actually live. That's right. They don't. They're not lucky enough yet. They will get us sooner or later. All right, Deana. Product number 3 that's ruining the economy in America. Printed magazines and newspapers. Printed magazines and newspapers. Millennials refuse to buy printed magazines and newspapers. Why, Deana?
Because anything that you want to read in a magazine or newspaper, you could read 1,000 different opinions about for free on a blog. And Google it. Just Google it.
Okay, and I'm gonna assume Paul is with me on this one. We'll wait for the tugboat to go by.
No, it's helicopters. No, screw.
They're looking for Paul.
There's only 2 magazines that anyone should be reading anyway. One's Playboy and the other one's Penthouse.
Playboy and Penthouse don't exist anymore, though. Do they still print magazine?
Playboy still exists. Hugh Hefner's daughter runs it, and it's not worth looking at anymore. So
it's digital.
Oh, really? But don't they have the horny stories anymore?
No, they stopped writing those great stories. You know,
that was Penthouse.
I woke up this morning and
you're porn.
Yeah. There's Pornhub now for that stuff. There's Pornhub for that. No, but like for me, it's still like you're getting up in the morning as a kid and coming out to the kitchen and seeing Dad holding a newspaper with his cup of coffee. And like I did that when I got older enough that I had my own place. I'd grab the newspaper, have a cup of coffee, read the newspaper. I like the fact that you can get that shit online, but don't you feel like most of the time you're reading the comments, not the article itself? I sense myself drawn towards the comments more than I am reading the article, because I want to see what everyone's commenting about the article. And then it kind of ruins the article for me. Even though I try not to do that, I can almost tell what the comments are going to be like depending on the headline. Do you draw yourself to the comments when you're reading an article online, Deana?
Comment sections when you're reading an article online is usually a sign of clickbait. So no.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have a tendency to go like I'll see the article and I'm like in general just I go to MSN. I get most of my news on MSN in the morning, and it's a good mix of all of them. So it's it's a liberal, it's a conservative. So you get a mix of both of them in there, and I feel I draw myself to the comments more than I do chemical-based products. Deana, why do millennials hate chemical-based products?
Because they're killing everybody. Do you know that we all have Teflon in our DNA now? Because in the 70s, Teflon was introduced as a non-stick coating to pans, and in the manufacturing of Teflon on pans, it was distributed into the air, into the atmosphere, and now all of us have Teflon in our freaking DNA.
So
that is why
we're non-stick then.
Yes, we're non-stick, except for when it comes to sperm. If that worked, I wish. Nope.
The sperm just slides off. Just
slides off. It wouldn't just be great. I did say that, didn't I?
Yes. Health concerns. Millennials avoid chemical-laden products across the categories, from skincare to cleaning supplies. Yeah. From skincare to cleaning supplies. Naturals win here. But is there truly a natural makeup out there? Is there truly a natural anything out there?
For makeup, no, there is not.
Yeah.
For certain things there is, though, like for conditioner, face masks, all of that, you can use avocado, you can use beer as a clarifier for your hair. That's a thing. Eggs, all kinds of things. You can use at-home products instead of buying an exorbitant amount of. And what even when you buy a makeup product that says it has all natural ingredients, it's like this much.
Do they still test makeup on mice?
Some places do. Unfortunately, it's still a thing.
I want to see a mouse running around with lipstick on his face. Paul, how about you?
that could be taken in about three or four different ways.
I think there's a fetish for that.
Oh no!
The lipstick mouse fetish.
No, that just sounds weird.
Okay, now this one bothers me. Soap bars. Why do you guys hate soap bars? The hassle of managing soap dishes and dealing with soap scum just doesn't fit the modern lifestyle. They prefer having. You guys like the gels. You guys are into the soap gel, liquid soaps and soap gels. Pump dispensaries are easier
I
to
do
use.
prefer liquid soap over a bar soap. However, bar soap is cheaper, and maybe that's because of a supply and demand situation.
Okay.
I don't know. What kind of soap do you use? I'm a Castile soap person. I love my Castile soaps.
I use oil of Lave or oil of Lay, whatever it's fucking called.
It used to be called oil of Ulan, but
Yeah,
then it
it's
became oil
yeah,
of Olay.
yeah. It's
What
for
the-
sensitive skin. I use sensitive skin soap. So
Oh,
Bougie.
on my balls. No, I'm kidding. Manual cars. Why do you guys hate I understand this one because you guys did get to grow up driving manual cars, but what's the hate for manuals with you millennials?
They don't make them anymore. I know how to drive a stick. It's been a while. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but I do remember vaguely how to drive a stick.
Good.
In
Good.
the apocalypse, it may or may not be pertinent.
Yeah. You ready for this stat? Most Americans under 40 never learned to use a manual transmission. Moreover, only 2 to 3% new cars produced in the United States were stick shifts in 2024. Automatic transmissions are smoother and more practical to urban traffic. The surge of electrical vehicles and automated driving makes manuals seem unnecessary. I get that. Even the trucking industry. Before I stopped driving, I got a brand new Peterbilt, and it was an automatic, and there was no more shifting for me at all. So it was kind of strange for me after being, using a stick shift and a clutch for 20 years, all of a sudden just, step on the throttle. Formal suits. And now this one doesn't apply to you, but you still like a guy in a suit, right, Deana?
Ooh, a guy in a suit.
See,
It's like
Paul?
a thing. It's like a thing, like a guy in uniform. Ooh.
So do you sense that less millennials are in suits, or is this just bullshit?
That's hard to answer because as a Xennial, that's not a millennial. I relate to the Gen Z and Gen X. The millennials suck.
She's just trying to jump on
Y'all,
us.
these kids, no, like I'm watching these kids in prom uniform the last couple years. It's a long dress with sneakers. Dude, no,
Yeah.
your arches need to suffer like the rest of us's did.
Yeah. One of the things that kind of throws me off is it's like you see a lot of it now. And I'm not sure if they're a sneaker or just more of a comfortable shoe, but I've noticed like some of the sportscasters and some news people, like when you get a full body shot of them, they're wearing a nice suit, but they got like these sneaker looking shoe on instead of like of a dress shoe. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of weird. It's just kind of a strange thing.
The slip-on Vans has replaced the slip-on penny loafer.
Yeah.
What? Slip-on Vans? No.
Hell yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a slip-on Vans, but that is not fancy wear.
Yeah. Well, you get to a certain age where you can no longer bend down and tie your shoestrings, and so you buy shoes
You
with no
buy a
lace.
lace up and then you lace it and you tie it to a point where you never have to untie it ever again.
Yeah.
Oh, bullshit. I still undo my shoelaces, thank you very much.
Hey, dude, your feet are small, Paul.
That's a US 12, dickhead.
Okay, traditional taxis. Why do millennials hate traditional taxis? Because Uber.
I don't know that it's a hate. I don't know that it's a hate because there's Uber and Lyft now. It's not really a hate. It's just there's other options out there.
Yeah, it says, gone are the days of waving at a taxi in frustration. We all embrace the ride sharing apps that offer upfront pricing and cashless payments. Plus, you can pool with other people and save gas and money. Ooh, that's important. Save the
Yes.
world.
Save the world one Uber ride at a time.
This
And
one,
I feel like there's a thing with taxi drivers where they don't care how long it takes for them to get you to your destination because they're going to make it the same amount of money either way because it's by the mile. And you're like, look, dude, you're doing 42 and a 45. You could do like 52 right now and nobody cares.
Yeah, I witnessed that in Rome, which was funny because when we got off the plane, we took a taxi from the airport to the hotel, and I watched him go around the hotel twice because he was trying to get it to exactly $90. It was hilarious. It was like $84, and he went. I was like, "That's our hotel," and then all of a sudden he went round and around, and he turned another way, and then he went back, and then he turned back, and then he went back, and then he went down the street. I'm like, we were just on the street, and then boom, there I am at the hotel, and the thing goes click, $90. I was like, you son of a bitch.
You Americans, you
Yeah.
tip by the percentage. I want the more the money.
I avoided that whole scenario with him right away. I wanted to make him understand that I understood him because I didn't want to have that sort of back and forth with him. Like, oh, I know what you just said. So when I got in the cab, I said, "You parlo italiano?" And he says, "Oh, good, you speak Italian." So I wanted to make sure I didn't have him like because he was on the phone, he was talking, he was doing this and all this other shit. And I was waiting for him to say something stupid about Americans. So I wanted to make sure I avoided that whole confrontation. So I was like, "You parlo italiano?" And he goes, "Oh, parlo italiano, bene, bene." He's like, "Okay, good, And I was like, "Okay, because I didn't want him to go, as I'm taking these fucking Americans to this hotel.
He's not going,
And
vaffanculo in the
I'm,
background.
yeah, I'm going to fuck them over and make them pay $90 for this cab ride, So I didn't want to avoid that whole thing. Diamond rings. Diamonds are no longer seen as an essential symbol of love. Millennials often critique the traditions and outdated and expenses. A 2022 survey revealed that 70% of millennials considered non-diamond engagement rings unique gemstones that reflect their personalities. For this generation, love shines brighter than the meaningful non-minded. Are you a non-diamond lover? Would you rather have a big whatever you like a ruby or a different, I don't know names of stones. So
That's what she
emerald,
said.
emeralds, rubies,
Emeralds,
sapphires.
rubies,
Ooh, look at that!
amethyst, diamonds, jade. No, it's not about the stone. It's about the way that it's presented and the thought that's put into it.
Okay. So you don't need that big fat diamond ring. You'd be more happy with the.
No, that damn diamond probably costs as much as my house.
Paul, how about over there, man? The women still want the big diamond rings in Australia?
Diamonds to a point, but because we've got opals here, some really rare opals, they like opal rings. I've got friends that are jewelry makers, and they work with different metals now as well. So they're mixing golds, like different types of gold or platinum, with titanium, using opals. They're using sapphires, rubies. They're using a lot of emeralds here now, which I'd not seen before. But and black sapphires and white sapphires as well. That's another thing that's becoming big here. But
I missed
personal. It's personal preference.
Yeah,
like
I missed
also
out.
to the woman. But
Yeah,
you can see an absolutely gorgeous ring, but it might be encrusted in smaller stones and not just one big thing that's going to poke your eye out.
Yeah, or you have to worry about falling out of the little holder. Yeah, for me, I missed out because when I got married, it was just gold, and then like a few, maybe 10 years later, all of a sudden I started seeing the platinum rings. Guys were getting platinum rings
Yeah.
and different,
Solid.
different materials. Yeah, platinum, titanium.
Oh, the other one now that's really popular here is Damascus.
Yeah,
Like different types of Damascus,
yeah, that'd be
Trimascus.
cool. Damascus ring. That would be really fucking
That
nice.
would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, Deana, why do millennials not like lottery tickets?
Because it's a waste of money.
I guess, lottery tickets are now considered a poor financial choice. Very good, Deana.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't you just take your dollars and flush them down the toilet?
Yeah, with
Just do
limited
that.
disposable income, gambling on slim odds feels impractical to millennials.
Do you want to know who plays the Monopoly or the Lotto?
Children play Monopoly and fight.
Yes, that also. You want to know who plays Lotto? 90-year-old people. People that are like, I am at the end of my rope.
Yeah, yeah. Next on the list, designer clothes. Lady labels don't define style anymore. Many of the gravitating towards simple and secondhand fashion these days. Platforms like Depop, I don't know who these are, Postmark, they have refined the fashion industry by providing unique prices at a fraction of the cost. Deana, is that true? Designer clothes out for millennials.
Yes, because in this economy, and also, have you seen some of the runway fashion that's come out?
Mm.
I mean, if I'm gonna wear a garbage bag, I could just go wear a garbage bag. I don't need to pay $2,500 for it.
Yeah, I think that's good because I think, let's be honest, a lot of times celebrities and rich people set these trends that are not feasible for, a good portion of the population, you
Not
know.
sustainable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, because I'm thinking back to the 80s, in the 90s, like yeah, you weren't cool if you didn't have, this shirt or those pants or these shoes and this bag and all this other stuff. And
The
I got
Jordache jeans.
oh
The
yeah,
Jordache.
yeah. But Levi's, the official yoga pants for women.
I love
Not
my Levi's.
No, every butt looks good in a pair of 501s, right, Paul? Every
Oh,
female.
100%. Yeah, 501s. My favorite of what are they? 505s, the loose fit ones.
Yeah.
They're better. They're way
I'm not
better.
talking about your butt. I'm talking about the girl's butt.
Any butt looks good in a pair of jeans.
Yeah, yeah. Disposable razors. What's the hate for disposable razors, Deana?
It's wasteful.
Single-use razors are wasteful and expensive in the long run. Millennials lean towards reusable alternatives like safe razors and electric shavers. These options are environmentally correct and better for sensitive skin too. You millennials crack me up.
I mean, and they charge more for a pink razor. It's like $3 more.
Oh yeah, you guys should pay more. You guys should pay more.
Because
Why?
it's pink?
Yeah,
It should be more expensive because it's pink?
Yeah, damn it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why do you guys?
where's
Why do you guys hate irons? What's I couldn't find a woman. I couldn't find a woman to iron anything anyway. But now I know why. Ironing is dead. Do you iron, Deana? When's the last time you ironed something?
I own a heat press. I own several heat presses, so there's that. But it's inefficient. There's no reason to do that.
Yeah, millennials value their
Simplest,
Yeah.
as
So it's
Bruce would
quick,
say,
quick. Yeah,
simpiness.
I'm trying to get it. Quick steam. They like the steam. You guys like the steam. I get it.
It's good for your face.
It's for your facha. They don't like cruises, and I don't. I think this is bullshit because I think most of the millennials are the ones on these cruises.
I disagree with that, millennial. I would rather take a cruise. Thank you.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I would rather
Why
take.
not?
Yeah. Now this one's got me. Why do millennials hate life insurance?
I'm pretty sure it's not that we hate life insurance. It's that everything is expensive and that's not like a thing we have the money to expend for.
Yeah, that's their reasoning. As fewer dependents are raising living expenses. So yeah, exactly. Ideal for setting aside money. It's not there. They don't have the money.
It's
Instead, millennials are.
just not there. Mhm.
You have you guys choose to save emergency funds, which is probably tapped into every month. Doorbells. Why do you guys hate doorbells?
Oh my god. I don't like ringing doorbells. I don't like that I own a doorbell. However, my doorbell has a camera on it.
Yeah, mine
It's
does
just
too.
an unnecessary noise. I live in a community of dog lovers, and if you even tap the door slightly,
Yeah,
an aggression of puppy love that you did not sign up for is coming at you.
yeah. I love this. This is funny. They write on this. It says an ex-user in 2019 pointed out that the doorbell seems so aggressive.
It does. And these days it goes through your whole house. It's not just like it's just at the door. No. It's a situation that's hooked up through your Alexa and then it goes off in your bedroom.
Yeah.
And then you yell at your kid because they didn't answer the goddamn door.
Luxury cars are next on a list, which makes sense. High maintenance luxury cars feel highly unnecessary. Flashy vehicles don't hold the same social status they once did. Now it's more about sensibility and transportation choices.
A new car costs more than my house.
No, it doesn't.
And have you looked at the new car options? Have you seen the new Tesla truck? Oh, it's so
well, who's gonna buy it? That's different. That's well, again, luxury
Is it
cars.
though? Is it though? Because Honda decided to copy that exact design. It's so cute. It looks like a 1984 DeLorean. It is not ugly. It is not cute. It was not cute then. It is not cute now.
All right, last one, Deana. Last one. Greeting cards. Why do you guys hate greeting cards?
Because postage is not free either. We have email, people.
We have email. Oh, we're going to get right into the main topic, people. We're going to talk the main topic. And the main topic today, let me make sure I put it up on the thing here. How important is sex in a relationship? Mr. Paul, we're going to start off with you. Just briefly, where do you rate it? How important is sex to you in a relationship?
I'm going to plead the fifth before we even get started. Look, it can be and it can't be, but
to you, on a scale of let's do this. Let's do it this way. Make it easier. You don't have to put yourself out there on the world to see here. But of 1 to 10, a scale of 1 to 10, where's sex rate as importance in the relationship? From 1 to 10.
7.5.
Okay, see, that's high. Yeah. 7.5. Deana?
In my opinion, sex is like it's like air. You need it. It's a mood. It's a mood enhancer. It levels out your brain chemistry. It's good for you. Damn it.
It's good for you. Damn it. It's good for you. So what's the number you're getting? Boom, 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 boom.
Gosh, it's like an 8.
8? I'm right there with you. I'm like between you and Paul. Well, not exactly, but 7.5, 8, like right in there. Yeah, right. Yes, it's a Deana sandwich. It's a Deana sandwich. Here we go. Is sex once a week enough for a happy relationship, Deana?
Yes, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in your text messages and DM.
Bom-bom.
Once a week, okay with you, Paul?
No, I'd rather be woken up.
Yeah. It says we live in a society where sex is often taunted as a secret sauce that keeps the relationships tasty. So more sex must be better for you and your romantic partner. We established couples having sex once a week hits the sweet spot for the happiness and well-being, his study finds. This either is great news or tragic depending on how you feel about your sex life. It turns out that physicians are working hard to figure out whether more sex makes you happier. So researchers looked at data of 25,510 Americans ages between 18 and 89. You go 89ers. If you're still pumping that baby, beautiful. About 2/3 of whom either married or in a romantic relationship. For the people married or in a relationship, more sex definitely is going to make them happier. It's going to make them happier.
Yeah, but
I,
I like
Oh,
the kitchen and having quickies while you're trying to make dinner. Then
yeah.
it can be even more fun.
Except when you, oh
Bugger
baby,
off.
that's my
You
sandwich girl.
fucking sandwich. Wake up. Fuck your sandwiches.
Just don't do that when she's cooking bacon. I'm just kidding. But when the researchers crunch the numbers, they find out if there's an upper limit to improving well-being through sex. They found that the happiest maxed out at sex about once a week. So those are the happiest people. Once a week is good enough for a majority of those 25,510 people. I don't know, man. I think with today being so hectic and the life and working and doing this and that, and most of us are commuting, sometimes up to 2-3 hours a day in a car, and getting home 8-9 o'clock at night, trying to wolf down dinner, jumping in the shower, getting to bed. I can see where it's like, yeah, you know what, I'm good. No comment.
That's yeah. Adulting is hard.
Well, it can be, but you can make it easy as well. Everything's hard these days, Deana. So
I think it's different. I think I like. Oh, I mean, life. Again, I think it does depend on like how old you are too, as well. Into your relate. I think. Well, I think the guy that's in his 20s that's working 12, 13-hour day and is commuting for 3 hours every day. Yeah, he's probably got the stamina to come home and perform every night or every other night. But I think as you get older, I think someone in their late 40s or early 50s that's working a 12-hour day, commuting 3 to 4 hours a day in a car, dealing with the stress at work, dealing with the stress of driving home. I don't think that guy's up to coming home and wolfing down dinner, taking a shower, and pleasing his woman. I really don't. And I think it works both ways. I think I could see where a woman would be like, fuck you, don't touch me.
Yes.
Oh, this is okay. The data from the U.S. survey done in 1996 through 1998, the good years. That's when people were just fucking like rabbits. I'm sorry.
Really?
So information on both marital status and relationship status. Surely things have changed on the relationship front since the Clinton administration. Why do they have to add Clinton administration? He was to answer that question, some college also gathered data from a much smaller ethnic diverse group of people online. Those of 355 participants also tend to be happier as frequently as sex increases. So the more sex, the more happier they are. But the happiness leveled off. But the happiness leveled off with sex more than once a week.
Yeah, but does it always need to be like full on rumpy pumpy, or can it be what? I'm trying to be
I
nice
love.
here, but
He said rumpy pumpy. I love it.
Luke's about to have some cream pie for dessert.
yeah, but the key is, right, it doesn't always have to be like bedroom action. It can be any form of sex anywhere in the house. It doesn't matter. You can walk past
Yeah.
and you can do things as you're walking around the house. It doesn't matter. Nowhere's off
The
limits.
more you bone. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Luke, I mean, if you had to choose, Luke, if you had to choose between Monica and Hillary, I mean, that's an easy one for me. To make it more interesting, the researchers also compared whether having more sex made people happier than having more money.
Correct. I've heard that one a few times actually.
Yeah, that's you can make. I hate it. Gonna get me in so much trouble here. And Hillary, Jason, you're fucking sick. Dude, even Hillary in the early 90s was not that hot. I'm sorry. Hillary was
Kidding me.
I think Hillary hit her I'll say not hot, but her good looking stage probably early 70s, maybe in college. She looked pretty good. I'm assuming. I don't know, Deana. Maybe find a picture of Hillary Clinton in the 70s.
No
for
thanks.
Yeah.
I'll pass on that one.
Well, did you hear my last statement? Because this one's kind of interesting. To make it more interesting, the researchers also compared whether having more sex made people happier than having more money.
Oh.
See, that's See,
yes. Having more sex is better than having more money.
Yep.
Oh wow, you would rather have more sex than more money.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you find the clitoris?
Oh, here we
Let's
go
play
again.
a game. La, la,
That's a
la.
coworker of mine there, Jason. Dean, he's on the way. But I can see where. Oh man, don't really get myself in so much trouble here. But I can see where the woman would be more happier having more money, so she didn't have to boink her husband.
That's a shitty woman. I bet she doesn't even swallow. That's a shitty woman.
Hot tui.
Hot tour.
No, we're not going to play that game.
Are you ready? It turned out that these people think having money would make them happier than having sex. So of those 350, more people decided that having more money would make them happier than having more sex. But sex won out over money in that apparently magical once in a week spot. So if you change the scenario and make it to once a week, then they would rather have the sex, than the money. But if it's going to be less than once a week, then they would rather have the money. Now, would you rather have the money or have sex once a month, or twice a month?
How good is the sex?
I better be goddamn good sex if you want to get it. You better have to fucking call in sick like for 2 days, kind of.
I better not be able to walk for like 3 days after that sex.
There you go. In that situation, that changes the tables a little bit, because if the scenario is where you can only have it, twice a month, we're only gonna have sex twice a month, or would you rather have more money? I'm gonna take the money. I'm only gonna have sex twice a month. Paul shaking his head. You would take the
again. How good is the sex?
I don't know how good the sex is, but I'm like I said, that sex better be fucking really good if it's only fucking once or twice a month.
Better be flossing my teeth.
Yeah. I mean, I better have to call in sick. That's all I'm saying. Yes, exactly, Luke. That is marriage. That is. Even no, my kids may be watching. I can't talk about their mother like that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but it says this suggests that John Updike was wrong when he wrote "Sex is like money, only too much is enough." I didn't never heard that statement before. Sex is like money, only too much is enough. Never heard that. Have you guys heard that before?
I've never heard that before. And I would like to know what the baseline is for too much.
Too much is when I can no longer walk. Yeah. I mean, what is too much sex, Paul? I always like putting Paul on this.
I mean, in the moment you're like, I'm done. But right in the moment you're like, I'm done. And then like 2 hours later, round 2.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. She walks by and she just brushes you. And it's like, oh fuck, we gotta go again.
That happens.
That happens all the time. It's like, hey, excuse me, hon, let me get by. And then it's like, and you're like, fuck it, let's go bedroom.
You don't have to always run off to the bedroom. Jesus.
No, you don't. You do it right there in the kitchen. But anyway. It'd be a little awkward with the kids sitting there at the kitchen table having breakfast.
Why are you killing
mommy? Go daddy, give it to mommy,
Oh, that's a serious problem. If
you think. Still skeptical. The researchers also used a third national data set that looked at happiness, sex, and relationship satisfaction, and found that frequently of sex accounts for just 7% of the association between relationship, satisfaction, and happiness. Thoughts?
7%.
Sorry, I'm trying to. Can you see all the math numbers going across my face? Yeah. Relationship, sex. Say that last bit again.
Okay, I'll read it one more time. The researchers also used a third national data set that looked at happiness, sex, and relationship satisfaction, and found that frequently of sex accounts for just 7% association between relationship, satisfaction, and happiness.
If you have a satisfying relationship and there's not a lot of sex, that's a there's a chemical exchange happening that you don't find on a regular.
Yeah. You're stimulating things in your brain when you're having sex that you don't do normally on a normal day. Yeah,
exactly.
Because you're not at work, writing or at school writing a thesis and go, fuck, I got a hard on. Let's go. It's not the same. It's not the same.
That used to happen with one of my teachers. So yeah, we went.
Well, yeah, if the teacher's your 7th grade Spanish teacher, it was very difficult to concentrate and learn how to speak Spanish when she's so freaking hot, and she would wear these little dresses with an open top, so a lot of cleavage, and she would be throwing, Juan, how do you say? And I'm like, I don't care what you just say it. I don't care. Right now, I'm just staring at. I'm 7th grade, so that's what I'm like 14. 7th grade, 8th grade. Yeah, I'm like 14 years old, man. That house form right there. Spanish teacher, hot Spanish teacher, speaking Spanish.
That was like my art teacher.
Yeah.
I had the same problem with my art teacher.
Did she ask you to come in after class and pose nude so she can sculpt you?
We won't go there.
Well then.
No reason boner. Yeah, the no reason boner is horrible. I don't know how we controlled them as teenagers. I really don't. I look back at it and just like the fucker literally had a mind of its own. It like I said, it had a mind of its own. It just did whatever the fuck it wanted to do. You could be sitting in the math class doing fractions, and all of a sudden, whoa, what the hell just happened? And you got full on rager in math class at 10 a.m.
Cuánto más sabes.
Yes, it just woke up, say, "Hey, what's going on?" Looking around. "Hey, what's going on, man? What are you guys doing in here? Math? All right, cool, math, cool, man. Hey, you gonna do something about this boner?" That's when the
God.
teacher asks you
Hope
to get up.
not.
Yeah, don't do nothing in
Steer
class.
clear of the boner.
By now, you might have thought, "Oh, it's different for men," but the researchers found that the once a week held steady regardless of people's age, gender, or length of relationship. Are you surprised by that? Would you have thought that the men's number would have been a little higher? I think that just proves my point, what I was just talking about. Just today's society, that the average work day for anyone, not just male or female, but and the stress and the economy and driving for 3 hours. I mean, even guys are saying, "Don't touch me." Are you surprised by that at all, Dina? That the men are
Not.
they're like, "Fuck it, once a week's good for me, man."
You know what? It's about goddamn time.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Catch up with us. Catch
Yeah.
up with us. We've been
Yeah.
doing a job, taking care of the children, cooking y'all dinner, and we're fucking tired. You know what?
I need
It's about damn time y'all caught up with us.
I need a crybaby sound effect when Dina starts getting into that stuff. I'm gonna have to find. Oh man.
That's a worry.
Yeah, I mean, once a week, if it's good sex, I think it should hold you up for fucking 6 days. I mean, I don't know, but again, it's everyone's different, right? Let's be honest, especially when you're into that relationship, how far you're into it, or how far you're into your marriage, like, oh, the sex. Let's be honest, the sex is fucking absolutely insane and crazy when you first meet each other, right? I mean, you're doing shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A
Well,
honeymoon period.
Yeah, you're doing shit. You still hope you're going to be able to do when 20 years down the line, but yeah. So
20 weeks down the line.
20 weeks.
Am I done impressing you yet? My hips hurt.
Oui, come please me, lady. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of factors. I think there's a lot of factors that go into that situation, and how much you're getting every week and how much you think you need every week. Uh, you go back to your teenage years where guys were telling girls, "If I don't get it, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die if I don't get it." Oh, come on, you're killing me, man. I can't go home with blue balls anymore, man. Come on.
God.
My doctor said I'm gonna die if I don't get some, man. Come on.
I need to see that doctor's note.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be the same with that one. Jeez.
I mean, this suggests that Woody Allen was wrong when he wrote this. Immortality. Oh no, I'm not even going to read his. I don't like that guy, so I'm not going to read his
You
statement.
started it. You can't just not finish it. You started it.
Immortal scene in Annie Hall. You know what I'm talking about?
I have not seen that movie.
See, there you go. So it doesn't make any. How often do you sleep together? Do you have sex often? Hardly ever. Maybe 3 times a week. God, 3 times a week. Lucky bastard.
3 times? What kind of coffee are you drinking? Jesus.
That's a new relationship.
Clearly still in their 30s.
That's a new relationship. That's what that is. Good sex is okay. Great sex is good. Women come first. That's true. I mean,
women should come first. They should come.
I knew she was gonna go there. I knew she was gonna. Yeah, that would be CUM, not COME. Oh man. Yeah. There's days where you just go, "I got mine," and walk out the room and clean up and go home. Those days are gone. You got to take care of the lady. She'll go find someone else. You don't take care of the lady, she's gonna find somebody else.
Yeah, and they might be $120 on the internet. We don't need you.
I was texting
We
PG.
don't need y'all.
He was texting PG. I knew you were going, Lukey. I knew he was going. Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I once a week. That's 4 times a month. I mean, like I don't want. See that's the thing where it almost becomes like when you're talking like once a week, like it's a treat. Like I'm getting a treat for being a good boy.
Good boy.
There you
Good
go.
job.
If you're patting me on the head, that means I'm done.
Good job.
It's
You
time to
did
come up
so
for
good.
air. If you're tapping me on the top of the head, it's time to come up for air, Deana.
No, it isn't. It's not time to come up for air at all.
Hold
You're
on,
not
I'm
done.
almost there.
You're not done yet. You're not
but
done yet.
do you
Get
get where
back
I'm
down
going with
there.
that? You get where I'm going with that? Once a week, it almost feels like it's some sort of special treat. Like, you were good this week, so you're gonna get some, instead of it being, like, and I get it. I mean, as the relationship matures, it becomes less and less frequent. I get that, and it becomes more of a spontaneous thing. Like you could be watching a Netflix movie and something hot comes on, and next thing you know, you guys are doing it. You know what I mean? But like once a week, it would feel kind of like I said, it'd feel like I'm a dog and you're giving me a treat. Like, hey, good boy.
Contrived. It would feel very contrived.
Yeah.
It's like you're scheduling your sex life,
Oh,
and then
God.
it ruins the everything.
Yeah, see, it's like, oh, it's Friday, hon. Let's have sex. I don't want to be doing that. I want to be able to say I come home and you're in the mood. I don't care while you got there, before I got there, that I'm just happy that you're in the mood when I got in there. I don't know if you're watching daytime soap operas and you just got horny and you couldn't wait for me to get home, whatever. But
not sponsored. Buy yourself a womanizer, ladies. Just buy yourself a womanizer.
This show is sponsored by Doctors Hospital. No, I'm kidding. General Hospital. No, I mean, I want it to be that way. I mean, I want it to be like it's not a scheduled thing. I like, oh, it's Friday. Let's go have sex now and then go to bed. I just, I wouldn't. It doesn't. I hate to say it, and I'm a dude. I'm not supposed to say this. I'm going to lose my man card, but it doesn't seem very romantic.
It ruins all of the electricity, all of the romance, all of the spark when it's a scheduled situation. That's a female situation too. We want to feel surprised. We want to feel like I'm so sexy you can't keep your hands off me. That's a thing.
You want to read that? Because I can't barely see that.
I think you disregard the possibility that sex drives can decrease due to medical, health, age issues as well. Yes, it absolutely can. 100% I understand that.
Yeah, we talked about that, Joe. We talked about it, just stress levels during the day, work, dealing with, with everyday bullshit. And then just, having to come home and try to perform, 3 times a week is probably not going to happen as you get older in your relationship. And it might not, and it's not a sign of saying that you are, it's not a sign that you're not attracted to each other. You just burnt out, man. You just burned out, And a lot of times that stress, who's it affect more? It's going to affect the guy more so than performing because he's just burnt out. He's tired. He's burned out.
That's very much a shared situation, especially, I mean, even from a situation where the girl is, even if your girl's not working and she's managing all the things,
right?
You come home and you see your lady and all the kids are in bed and you're just too burnt out to touch her. She's going to take that personally.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's good. Well, and we like to use the word when we're talking about relationships, the C word, communication.
Communication.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, let me get the other article open up here real quick here. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Sex can be a very important part of a relationship. It also can foster intimacy, strengthen the bond between partners, and contribute to overall emotional and physical well-being. All right. That's good to know. Key points about sex in a relationship: intimacy and connection. Sex can create a deep emotional connection. It does. You're connected. You're one. You're as one. Right, Paul? As one.
Yeah.
Allowing them to explore desires and share vulnerabilities on a deeper level. Ooh. How you like it, hon? Top or bottom today, baby? Doggy style. What?
On the dining table.
We haven't done that in 20 years. Johnny, I'm in so much trouble.
Oh.
All right. How important is sex in a relationship? It strengthens stress management. Stress management. How is stress management? How is that helping your stress level? Do you feel less stressed when you're getting?
All right. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Say you're in the middle of a very in-depth argument with your woman and she just drops her top.
I'm done.
Exactly. Let's apply that to this situation. Your brain stops working.
Yeah,
All
they're
the blood
booed.
goes to the
They're
exactly.
Yeah. You're not even. You don't even remember what you're arguing about.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. A guy's done. He's just like, whatever, hon. Here's $100. Whatever. Go buy whatever you say you need it. And it does. I want to say it can, because I think I've come home where I had a long day, a busy day, and keep in mind my days weren't normal days. I worked a very long night. I worked nights, and I would work sometimes 14, 15 hours. So I came home, and just not a normal job. I was pulling around 100-pound hose full of diesel all night for 13 hours. So
100-pound hose.
Yeah, 100 pounds of hose. Yeah, not my own hose, a hose on the truck. So I was beat, tired, but I wasn't really in the mood to have sex, but somehow she got me to. And after we were done, I felt like that all that stress was gone. It was immediately just gone. I didn't feel any of that. Like my day didn't bother me. Leads to wanting more sex. So that's fucking good. Hey, that's a good thing. I mean, I'm not going to put shows affection to your partner. Yes, it does. It shows affection. But again, you're tired. You don't want to do it. Better sleep. Yes, sir, it does. Oh, I slept like a baby. I don't know about you girls, but I sleep like a baby.
I stay up all night.
Well, why?
Because that's just what happens.
You're just excited because you don't get it so much. So you're just like yeah, damn it. I'm on edge, baby. Build self-esteem. How's it build self-esteem? Go, Deana.
It boosts all your endorphins. Your brain's like, yeah.
I'm good. Until you get a glimpse in the mirror of you doing it, then you're like, what the fuck
am
I doing?
Don't look in the mirror. Don't do that.
Why?
She sleeps before me. That's good. That means you did your job. If she falls asleep before you do, then you did your deed. You did good. Builds trust. How does sex in a relationship build trust, Deana?
Duh. Because if you're in a relationship and you set boundaries in advance and your dude says they're not going to cross those boundaries, for instance, you say, hey, the exit door is an exit door. Don't put fingers up there. And said fingers were not put up there. Ta-da! Trust.
Trust. Deana goes straight to the butthole.
It's a valid example.
It is. It is. That's an outie, not an innie. Stay the fuck away from that exit.
It is an exit only. Please use the other door.
Yeah, the other door's open. It's wide open, guys.
I'm a lady.
I'm a lady. Butthole
Insert your
surfers
own butthole.
unite. Butthole surfers unite.
Great band.
I like that one. Oh man. Increases drives away depression. Drives away depression, Deana.
Yeah.
It does.
I agree
All
with that.
those endorphins and all that adrenaline, it goes straight to your brain, and your brain just conquers the day or passes the fuck out.
All right, you ready for this one? Can a relationship last without sex?
How long are we talking?
After we've read the stories about the senior citizen homes in Florida handing out patients Viagra, I'm going to assume that
senior citizens can last a little bit longer than I can. I'm just
there's no more
that out there.
sensitivity down there. They can't feel shit down there anymore. They don't even know what they're fucking doing. They're just going through the. They're just going through the motions.
How the fuck do you know that they don't feel anything, you jackass?
Oh, just all right. So,
oh Lord, are we done yet? No, we're not.
Three nuts. Maybe if you're really old, yeah. That's where I was going with it, Luke. I think there is a certain point in time in your life, in your relationship with someone, especially if you've been with them 30 years, 40 years. I'm assuming that people in their late 70s, early 80s, or they're not doing it once a week. They may get it maybe twice a year. I mean, you got to watch out about fucking heart attack. Did he take his pills for his heart? His blood pressure too high? Cracked hip? One of them, God forbid, falls off the bed. All kinds of scenarios can happen at that age. But,
so disclaimer: this does not apply to you if there's Jesus Christ. If there's a possibility you could fall off the bed and break your hip. If you qualify for the early bird brunch special at 7 a.m., this is not for you.
Yeah. I mean, by then you would assume if you're at a point in your relationship where you've been together for 40, 45 years, at that point in time, I think sex is pretty low on the list of necessity for either couple. I think it's just, at that point in time, it's about what you've done those 40 years that are important at that point in time in your life. All right. That's that about right? Did I lose you? Oh, come on. I mean, think about it. A couple in their 30s that really love each other and do. Oh, see, yeah, that's a good scenario, and that's a tough one. There's been I've actually know someone that, not personally, but know of someone that had to deal with that, and they're still happily married, but the husband was in a very bad motorcycle accident, and he's what do you call it, from his waist down, he's no longer
paraplegic.
Not paraplegic. Paraplegic would mean
quadriplegic.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're still very happily married, and I'm assuming it doesn't work anymore. But that's a whole different scenario. There's I don't even know how to get into that one. I mean, it's just just you got to really love someone. I mean, now that sounds bad too. It's not, it's not that you just really got to love someone. I think that goes back to what I said before. I think even in your 30s, it was that person in your life that important to you and treated you with respect and was loving and kind to you, yeah, I think, but if that guy was an asshole, that'd be a different story. I don't know.
Isn't
That's
there
tough.
like technology these days that like
Get a little
couldn't
pump.
say
Like
somebody with a paraplegic boyfriend have like an app installed on their paraplegic speaking app that like
Yeah. No. Well, this person I'm talking about, he could talk and everything. His bottom half didn't work anymore. Nothing from his waist down functioned any longer. So
I'm just saying, like, is there not an app for that?
yeah, it's called the Reebok
Can't
Pump.
can't he just be like Cunnilingus 1,
I desire you.
Cunnilingus 2, faster?
Hey, we're bad. You're bad, Deana. I don't know. I mean,
Have you met me?
yeah. I mean, this, can't relationship last without sex. I'm assuming there are people out there that, yes, this works for them, whatever. Maybe there's complications on both sides. Maybe she can't have sex anymore. It hurts, whatever. I don't know. But I think these, for this to work, and this is just my opinion, I think these are people that, like I'm saying, that are much older, that have been together 30, 40 years. That can now, they don't have to have sex to love each other anymore or feel it's necessary to have sex, to prove their love to each other. Just getting up and being there for each other every day is enough. Is that about this? That's the cleanest way I can put it. Does that sound about right, Deana?
When there's a person that supports you and gets you 100%, there's not words to explain. There's not words. Still looking for that.
To all the girls I loved before. Deana, your turn, baby.
What?
It's your turn.
Sorry, somebody put in the comments to clapulations 5, and now I'm Googling that.
You sure you don't want that in your history? You sure you want that in your history?
I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
Clapulations 5 gave me no information.
It gave you 0. It's just one of Luke's words.
Nothing happened.
Who wrote that? Banger wrote that.
Bangerang.
He just made that up. Banger made that up. He made it up.
It's looking that way.
Deana, your topic. What was your topic?
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes,
Boomers,
Gen
Xers,
Xers,
and Millennials. Things that would be illegal that we did as kids. That I'm guaranteeing you would warrant CPS getting called these days.
Yeah.
I mean, I picked this because it's been like a common topic and regular conversation in the last week, not on purpose. It's just come up. So, number 1, we used to soak tennis balls in gas, light them on fire, and then play tennis at night. That is not a thing we used to do.
I did it.
John, is that a thing you used to do?
we did it a little different.
Your reaction to it all.
We did it a little different. Paul probably remembers those days of making the potato gun. And we used to stick and we would stick the tennis balls in there and soak them with gasoline and watch them just go poof, shooting across the air.
Potato gun. We did way worse than that.
Yeah. Well, you're in Australia.
Way worse.
What's your way worse? Is it like a poisonous spider version of what John just said?
Yeah. What was it?
No. We used to borrow the teachers' cars and then reassemble them in their offices at school. That was what we used to do.
We didn't have that much time, Paul.
We did.
They used to borrow the teacher's car. Borrow.
Yeah, borrow it.
So many air quotes around that one.
Yeah, it was borrowing. borrow.
It's theft. It's theft.
No, it's not. It was borrowing. We never. No, we borrowed it.
Did you have permission to take said vehicle?
Yeah, we used to ring their mum or their dad or whoever else, and we used to get permission.
Oh Lord, skipping on number 2.
Number two.
After Little League baseball games, we would sit on the tailgate of my dad's station wagon. Oh, remember station wagons?
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter is calling me and she doesn't know what time it is. Go away, child. Sorry. And drag our spikes on the road as they drove off, creating sparks. Did you ever drag your soccer cleats out the back of your parents' station wagon, which I guarantee if you have, had wood paneling on the side of it?
Oh, shit.
No. No.
In the 60s, in Philly, in giant sewer tunnels, they would walk for a long time, not knowing where they were going or where they were. And when they wanted to go home, they would climb up and push up a manhole cover and climb out and walk back home. John, you said you grew up in Philly.
Yeah, never went in the manholes. I knew better than that. Yeah, there's shit in there you don't want to know.
They all float down there, John.
No, I'm not going down in there. I don't. No, not in Philly. There's probably friggin' rats in there the size of friggin' Doberman Pinschers or friggin' Great Danes, probably. No, I ain't going down there.
Number 4. It's a quote. It says, when I was in 7th grade, my best friend's parents took us to an ice cream parlor for her birthday. There were too many kids to fit in their one car, so they let me ride and a boy ride in the trunk for a 25-minute ride there and back.
Hell yeah.
In the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah, we do that at the drive-in. You had put people in the back of in the trunk of the car when we go to the drive-in. Yeah, we do that. Yep. I remember those days.
You put a blanket over the person you didn't want to pay for because they were mooching.
Yeah, that's the way you did it.
Nope.
And you got away with
it. Back there.
Dude, Paul probably remembers too. I mean, you used to be able to sit in the back of a pickup and go down the freeway. No seatbelt, exactly. No bullshit. Yeah, just sit in the back of the truck and in the bed of the truck and just drive. They just drive. Nobody cared. No, Now you got to have a seatbelt. You got to have a seat. You got to have to be secure. You got to have fucking airbags. All this shit. And it's a joke. And the joke. No, this makes me angry. Is because now it's gotten to the point now. If one single fucking airbag goes off in your car's totaled. They total your fucking car because it's cheaper just to go get another car than to replace the fucking airbags. That is fucking ridiculous. You get a little fender bender, and all of a sudden you got 3 airbags go off. And guess what? Your insurance company, the first thing they're going to do is total your car. They're like, no, we're not paying for those airbags. I'm like, this is bullshit. I hate insurance companies. Go ahead, Deana. Sorry.
And they jack up your premium. Sorry, no. Yeah. I'm totally on board with what you're saying. They jack up your premiums. They don't care whose fault it was.
Yep.
All of a sudden, now you're paying $120 a month for regular basic coverage.
Yep. You can still ride
don't get me started.
In Minnesota, you can still do that, huh? Not here in California, that's for sure. You can't do that in the back. It's a bunch of wet ass.
CPS was a bunch of wet ass. Yeah. I mean, and there's no way to wrap your child in enough bubble wrap to make it considered safe these days.
Yeah. It's terrible. I mean, it's like I'm going to get me in some trouble here, but it's just gotten to the point where it's just like, let's just give these kids medicine And that's where they're at now. Is just give them medicines, slow them down,
It's
fast, speed them up, do all this stuff, and it's just like, no, let them get that energy out at school before they get home to my house. No, I'm kidding. It just, I don't know. It's just me. And I know there are kids out there that need medicine because they do have some legitimate things that they need to deal with, and they have to have these medicines. I agree with you there, but it's
yes.
just like, but not every kid though, Deana. It's just like if any
No,
kid
I
has too
completely
much,
agree with you.
yeah,
But like,
yeah,
okay, laying the groundwork for this argument.
yeah.
I have ADHD. I am 43. I
Yeah.
learned this when I was in my late
30,
20s. And there are
33.
yeah, we'll just keep saying 33. It's 43. It's fine. There is and still isn't to this day any like concrete research about how ADHD affects females. It was all, especially in the 80s and 90s, all the ADHD research was done about boys age 12 and under. So all us ladies that are struggling with the issues
Yeah,
have nothing to reference back to
yeah,
scientifically.
yeah. It's bad. It's bad. Are you still have more? Because I got one thing I want to throw in since I have
Oh,
Paul
go
here.
ahead and throw your
Oh,
thing in.
okay. Let me move this because this is what I was talking about earlier.
What's
All right,
that?
Paul. Fuck you and Australia. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. That's
The thing.
normally what
That's
happens.
the thing you said. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a new spider they found in Australia that's even more poisonous than its brother, and it's bigger than its brother. Do you guys just go out looking for more shit that could kill you, or is it just like that the thing? And larger
Pretty
and
much.
more
Yeah,
venomous.
Isn't
pretty
it
much.
all just
Yeah,
out
pretty
there
much.
already and they just find it?
Yeah, yeah,
Surprise!
and
There's
larger
look,
and more venomous
yeah.
species of one of the world's deadliest spiders has been confirmed by Australian scientists.
Which one's this?
Nicknamed the Big Boy. It's nicknamed the Big Boy. It can grow. It can grow
Of
up to
course
9
it is.
centimeters. 9
Blech.
centimeters, which is about 3.54 inches,
Yeah, it's
compared
almost
to
4
its
inches.
yeah,
It's
compared to its
as
little
wide as
brother.
my face.
It is the Cindy
Yeah.
funnel web spider. The funnel
Oh
web,
yeah, Sydney funnel web.
and it's a bigger version.
Yeah.
So
Blech.
that to me is just like, okay, well, how did you miss this all these years, and now all of a sudden you find this spider, and it's just like, what the
Yeah, that's
uh,
it. Surprise, motherfucker. I'm here.
yeah, the venom glands are a lot larger and its
Yep.
fangs are a lot longer, said spider expert. The Sydney funnel webs are known for their fast-acting, highly toxic venom. But
Yep.
luckily, here's the good part. Here's the good part. The anti-venom that they use for the other one works with this one. So they didn't have to come up with a new, it's just a bigger version of it.
Look, Sydney funnel webs have been around for quite a while, but not in the numbers that they are now.
Yeah.
And
It's because the environmentalists, they want to save everything.
But okay.
They're
Like all of
evolving.
the yeah. And you hit the nail right on the head. You're right in what you just said. They are evolving. That's
scary.
the key.
Terrifying.
That's
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So, but
Well,
everything evolves in life, but that's pretty fast. If they just now found this thing, so what? Hopefully, they're trying to figure out why it got bigger.
well, there's actually a number of factors when it comes to funnel webs and any of the spiders you hear in Australia, like especially the venomous ones. And now that they're populating parts of Sydney that should never have been populated, that's part of the reason, right? So you have to take that in as a factor. Yeah, they're big.
That's big, dude.
They're big spiders.
How'd you like that crawling up your leg, Deana?
I'm not going to sleep for weeks. Thank you.
Why?
Blech.
Why is that?
We got a few minutes.
Are you going to
Deana.
come cuddle me, Paul? Don't talk like that. No, don't tease.
Oh, mon
Sorry?
chéri.
He's like,
What's
what?
that?
I'm paying attention now.
I can
No.
kill the small stuff.
I'm-
this thing. Yeah, I'm with you there, Banger. I know you can kill that little thing, but just step on it. The fact that it
What?
comes into your home, and you don't know it's
I
there.
can kill the small stuff in Snake Island is terrifying. Oh, rubbish.
Yeah.
That's the other problem, Luke. Yeah, they can survive
Fires.
fires. Yeah, they go underground like trapdoors.
Oh, little
We have
fucking
another spider
bastards.
here called a spider here called a trapdoor.
All right, Deana.
What?
Paul, pick a song of these songs that Deana has listed.
Oh no, we're not doing that. It's
What?
time.
Yeah,
time is over. Time is up.
It's already it's on there. You have to do it.
Time's over. Nope.
Yeah.
Time is up. I guess both songs will have to
what-
get
what
cycled
song?
till next
What
week.
song?
Give Paul the two choices.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
They're
bugger.
goodbye choices for next week.
Bugger.
Goodbye.
Bugger. Oh, there you go. Sad.
My wish happened and we went overtime. Oh darn.
Yeah, damn it. If I would have known, I would have.
No
just
comment.
a heads up. The spider expert said I would not recommend touching them. That's for sure. They do give
What?
Touching? I don't want to be in the same zip code as those.
Tumu, make a wish.
What? Spiders don't bother me.
Look, man, your fans are asking for it. They're asking for it, Deana.
Well, I guess, babies, you'll have to come back next week.
You have to come back next week. Well, what I'll do is I promise she'll start out the show next week singing. We'll start the show off.
Pressure things. Don't just say
You have a whole
like
week.
that.
It's like sex. You're gonna do it once a week. It's fine, dude.
That's fair. I could do it once a week. Wow, let's do that.
It's once
I'm
a
on
week,
board with
Deana.
It's a once a week. Wow.
And you don't even have to take a pill for it. It's fine.
Ooh, see, those are all the things you need to say.
Yeah. I'm singing and I'm in the shower. There you go. Okay, guys, we're out of here. It's a 2-hour mark. I want to thank Mr. Paul for coming in and joining us. Deana, always a pleasure having you on the show, even though you didn't sing. But Deana did sing "Happy Birthday." So after the show is done, I'm going to go find that. I'm going to go find that for you, Luke, and save that clip for you and post it on the Friday Night BS Show page, so you can have a copy of it. You know. You missed it, Paul. Did you hear her sing "Happy Birthday"? She did such a great job. I don't know.
No, I didn't.
It'll be on the page. I'll make sure it's on there.
Okay.
Let me take
your
this
birthday,
thing
Paul.
off.
I'll sing it for you for your birthday. It's cool.
Yeah. His birthday's today.
No.
It's today.
Excuse me? No, I don't want to get any older quicker. You fucking jackass. No, I can handle that. You can sing "Happy Birthday" to me on my birthday.
Yeah, she channeled her inner Marilyn Monroe too at the end there. She just went straight to Marilyn. You know, she did the finger thing. You know, like
that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, she did it.
The little finger thing.
Yeah, no. Jeez, Polly, wait. Polly, this is an educational show, Paul. This is for adult. I'm just kidding.
But that's educational too. I like to watch.
Yeah, I know.
Oh Lord.
And
can we go now? I'm going now. I love you. Bye.
Everybody, look at the camera and wave goodbye. Bye, everybody. Uh-oh.